I changes in Witchers like today, well earlier yesterday, we had our way through a rather delightful uh, it occurs to me now, I was a bit pressed for time earlier and that's why I didn't do it after time, so I thought I might just sit down and play it, as you do. Yeah. Well, switch locations, I'm further out now. We're still right at the start of the story, which means we've probably got about another 50 hours of loading screen to go before we see the end. I've improved quite a bit at fighting at the moment, so I can sort of dodge and, weave here and there. We missed a little bit of the story opening. I think it basically said that while our story's beginning at the pub, the lady Yvette or whatever is somewhere else entirely. She's run about halfway across the camp. So the next place we need to go to is the battalion. I think there's also was some mention earlier that with all the random missions lying around, the normie ones, they're sort of something like 10 levels higher. That's what Death March means. Everything's, dangerously high level, so you've got to get used to dodging. But yeah, we should be fine. I still don't know why this bloke wields only magic and probably would make you a lot more OP. I mean, his magic is pretty poor by my understanding. Boop, doop, boom. Yeah, nowhere near that loading screen problem getting solved. I feel like if this really interferes with the pace of the game, I might actually just, change games, to be honest. Everyone raves, Witcher's 3, great game, Witcher's 3, super amazing game. But no one ever tells you about the loading screens. You have to look up specific forums where people are complaining about the loading screens. Oh my god. Like, I know everyone goes, oh, it's not too bad if you play it on non-hard difficulty, because the presumption is you die less often, so you would not have to suffer through the massive loading screen as often. But I'm not sure if I agree with that statement, because this thing appears for just about everything. You walk into a new area, massive loading screen. You decide to go inside that house, massive loading screen. You decide to talk to someone, massive loading screen. You decide to have a conversation within that conversation, minor loading screen. You decide to go out of that, minor loading screen. You see what I mean? There's more loading screens than gameplay. Some guy was saying that basically breaks the game. I entirely agree. I think loading screens are just as bad. Like, if they decided to do this as an inferior quality game, but with less loading screens, I'd be happier. Or they could even do it like the Tony Hawk games. I swear they managed to do something so that you wouldn't see a single loading screen in the game. And then of course you did, but in principle it was a good idea. Oh my god, it's been 5 minutes already. I'm wondering whether I should just go to sleep. Wake up when in about 3 hours when the loading screen is loaded. Am I the only one who has noticed that in 5 minutes of this video, our adventure through the loading screen has not ended? It's not gone up at all. I mean, just wow. That's how bored I am. I decided I'd go on the PC and maybe put a movie on. As long as it doesn't play down the recording, the live stream will remain active. We should just muck it up and just press a load of buttons. Watch as that does nothing to the loading screen. See, I feel like looking at that statement is the most obvious thing in the world. It says, oh, if you use a loading screen or something, that it's bound to increase. I'm just sitting there going, thank you, Captain Obvious. Oh my god, oh wow, this game's going 10 minutes already. And we're basically no closer than where we were a short while ago. Oh, okay guys, I'm sorry for wasting your time. I'm going to turn off the live stream. If things improve, I'll bring it back in. But the doubt is real.